Hello everyone, Shawn, Kenney here, playing some more Kerbal Space Program 0.22 Science, and I've unlocked a few more parts for us to play around with. We have the Science Junior kit here, so that's going to allow us to do some more different science. We also have a new antenna array, but looking at it, I mean, it uses a lot more power. And doesn't have as much throughput, but it transmits faster. I was going to try it, but I think I'm going to go back to the old standard, because if we look at the stats on it, it only uses 10 electrical charge. This packet size is still 2. Transmission interval is 0.4, so it's slightly slower, but not by much, and the total throughput is 0.8, so it seems to me that on the whole, I'm better off with that antenna for the moment. I've also unlocked the side couplers, are going to be absolutely invaluable. I've been doing some rework on the Mun shot. I'm hoping we can do this time. Get to the Mun and try out some science experiments. We now have batteries, so that when we're on that little engine, I'll have a battery backup. Hopefully that will be enough power to get us there and back. So without further ado, let's get on with this launch and see if we can do this. Alright. Oh, nice. We got a nice night launch. Everything's nice and stable so far. That's good. Let's turn our SAS on. And not so good. Let's revert back to the assembly stage. Okay, clearly, this is a little too much. A little too much rocket. We do not have struts yet. No struts. So, let's try this. Let's try it as is. Okay. Sometimes fewer rockets is better rockets. Maybe. Let's just hope we can get off the ground without explosions. That was a very explodey rocket. Let's try this. Little more stable. Okay, good. I like this a bit better. I thought might want a little bit more boost, but clearly without struts. Gotta be careful how you use those structural elements. I'm just going to be rocketing straight up with these solid fuel boosters. Take care of business. Now, I have oriented these rockets, so we're going to burn 2 of them. It's kind of a rudimentary asparagus staging. We don't have fuel lines yet, so certainly can't do anything like that, but I'm hoping we can sort of extend the burn out longer. I don't know, while still having some control. That's the general idea anyways. Let's go here. We're still going to go more or less straight up for the time being until we get to about 10,000 meters. 11, 12. Once we get out of that lower, thicker atmosphere, and we don't lose as much speed, delta V, due to air resistance. Now, the aerodynamic model is not... in Kerbal is a little odd. I don't exactly understand a lot of the ins and outs of it myself, but I know I want to try and get up out of the denser atmosphere. There we go. So far, so good. We're generating electrical charge. Maybe we can. Let's do a scientific experiment and transmit the data. Less resilient samples appear to have splattered around the interior, forming new, interesting color combinations. We're only going to get 20% of the science value, but I'm hoping to do more experiments and bring one back. So, there we go. And we get into the next stage. What's our... we have a bit of a ways to go for an orbit. Let's go for the 45-degree angle at this point. We're up in the upper atmosphere. Things are looking pretty good. I think we didn't get a whole lot of info. Let's try one of these goo pods. We can transmit that data as well. We're not going to get a whole lot because I believe I've done some of these experiments as well in these areas already. But while we're generating electricity, we might as well beam a little bit of science. You know, we need some control samples, right? Doing? Oh, I'm going to kill the engines there, and we want to nose over to about 90 degrees, and we can just wait until we get to closer to that apoapsis before doing a longer burn, or we at least burn the rest of the fuel in these side tanks, and then we'll be just down to one tank, and hopefully that will get us to the Mun and maybe slow us down into an orbit with any luck. So what are we? We're about a minute out. I think we can risk a little bit of time acceleration. Just ease in there with my finger ready to go back, because I have a bad tendency of overshooting my target. There we go. I think this is a good place to burn off a little bit of fuel. We have no lights yet. Generating power. I think we can... Let's try another observation. We are in space now. Loose objects are us flying away in a very messy but fascinating way. Oh, cool. Let's review that data, and we can transmit that data. Like I said, I want to really get a sample from the Mun. That's my goal. Maybe there's more efficient ways of doing it, but whatever. I have a goal in mind. Let's get ourselves into orbit first of all, and hopefully we'll have plenty of fuel left. I hope. We're a very light rocket. There we go. And that's just a little bit more. We want to get the periapsis just out of the atmosphere. Good enough for me. 70, that's one a little lopsided. But we are now in orbit. Woohoo! As the music can attest to. So let's set our Mun as the target. And let's add a maneuver. We need a little bit of a burn. And maybe time it right. I think we can get away with less of a burn. Maybe a little bit more of a burn. And then if we get the positioning right. So I think the way I've seen some much more experienced people than me do this is... There we go. We want to try and come in so that we... I guess when we're coming in around the orbit, we can swing in around and keep going the same direction. Is that going to be the most efficient way? I have to admit, I don't know a lot of the ins and outs of the most efficient ways of orbital dynamics, but I still love playing around with it. And generally it's a brute force method with me, but I think we might get something here. It's kind of fun playing with it, though. Wow, this is... Maybe I just need a little bit more burn? A little bit less burn? Tell me what the answer is. Alright, that seems good for now. Let's go with that. 840 meters per second. I have a little more over than half fuel. Life is not so bad in the realm of Kerbals. Okay. Let's find that blue target. It's going to be a 36-second burn, and it's about 18 minutes away, so we have a little bit of time acceleration. I'm going to be generating those batteries, so I'm going to risk allowing the SAS to be on. As you say, I've got 450 battery power. That seems to be a fairly decent amount. Okay, we turn the SAS on. It's going to drain it a little bit. We'll time accelerate till we're nearly at our burn target. Keeping an eye on electrical charge now, just as I used to always have to keep an eye on liquid fuel. It doesn't seem to be draining too bad. Once we get solar panels, then we're set. It's going to be what it's all about. So I guess I want to do my burn at maybe 18 seconds, T-minus 18 seconds, so it'll be nice and even. And our anticipated orbit will more closely match our actual orbit. There we go, about 20 seconds. Let's start burning now, and hopefully we have enough fuel in these. Alright, I'm just down to this little tank left. Hopefully this will be enough to get me to the Mun, and if possible, get me into orbit as well. That would be ideal. Come on, little tank, you can do it. Oh, Jeb's just thrilled. We're off to do some science on the Mun. And 50. Just gonna burn. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Go with that. Now, I think there's a little bit of maneuvering we can try to maybe come in at a better angle. It's getting confusing. It's quite the dip. What do I want to... Oh, no. Much too much. That's quite the dip. Maybe if we go the other direction. Oh, that would be weird. I don't know. Is that... I don't know. Come on. We must be able to get some kind of orbit. We're not even talking about a whole lot of delta V, but wow, we're getting quite the manipulation of our orbit here. Well, you know what? For the time being, I think we're going to go with our little crazy dip orbit and see what happens. We must be in we're definitely being affected by the gravity well. Oh, at this point, I think we can do, maybe this would be a good opportunity to try a crew report while we're in high orbits. Crew report. All right. Let's transmit that. We'll get a good. We get at 100% of that. And Jeb, why not? You can do it. You can do an EVA. Whoa. Stay in control, man. We're in high Kerbal orbit. Let's do an EVA report. And we'll have to keep that data until we get into the pod. And there we go. And now we can review stored data. And we can transmit it for 50% of the value. Well, I'm going to want to do other EVA reports. So, I forget whether you can keep EVA reports from... I'm going to keep it, and we're going to try an EVA report, say, in the orbit of Mun, and see whether it overwrites it. I think we might be able to... Because they're from different biomes, we may be able to keep it. Not 100% sure, but hey, it's science. We're going to experiment. How about that? That's an excuse enough for me. And should I look at the goo? Ooh, worth 10. All right. The goo feels right at home here. Excellent. Okay, we're going to keep that. That's some good data. And let's observe the materials bay. Oh, that gives us 25. Materials study wall and the high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. This is awesome data. I'm gonna keep it. I don't know. We're probably gonna have to overwrite it, and maybe I'll have to do more samples. There's definitely some real strategy in what science experiments you need to set up and try and maximize all the experiments you can do. But I'm going to soldier on, and at the end of the day, if we can get on the Mun, I want to get my samples from the Mun. I figure they're going to be the most valuable ones. So let's accelerate time a little bit until we get to that nice funky little periapsis. I don't know if this is okay. This is pretty close. This is as far as some of my orbits go, this is one of the better ones, I have to say. I'm liking this. Okay, this is fairly easy. All we need to do now is rotate just a little bit, and we only have like a little tiny bit of fuel, 3 liters. Ooh, better turn the SAS back on. I don't think we're going to get as much power generation as I would like out of that 3 liters of fuel, but see what we can do here. We're going to have to keep the SAS on while that goes, and here we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay, how are we doing? We're gonna need to burn a little bit of fuel, but not a whole lot. I think we're in good shape. Oh, nice. Let's get into a nice tight little... Well, I don't want it too tight. I want to be able to land on the day side. That's my goal. That should be low enough there. I don't want to burn up too much fuel, sort of tightening a big old orbit here. Alright, now it's time to... I guess I'm going to do a crew report. And... Oh, I can transmit that. 15. Nice. Let's transmit that. I should have plenty of power. Review stored data. This is the EVA report. I'm going to keep that. Okay. Now, should we do it? We should do a sample. Review data or reset. Yeah, that's the only option. So, we're probably going to reset that. But I have 2 more goo canisters, so if we observe this one, is this going to be like, this is a high over the Mun. The goo seems to be less dense here. Let's keep that, and then we'll get one from the surface. That's my plan anyways. Alright. Let us set us up for... Actually, it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? I need to... I don't want to keep my SAS on. No, siree. Let's time accelerate. And we'll get in nice and tight, and then we'll be able to do a deceleration. And tighten up our orbit here over the day side of the Mun, because I have no landing lights. And I'd really like to see where I'm going. That would be appreciated. Alright, we are slowly bleeding off power every time we move. Certainly nerve-wracking. I can't wait until we get enough science to get some basic solar panels, even if they're not much to run a whole lot. at least knowing that our capsule won't die completely, that we'll eventually be able to charge up enough to rotate. That would be very helpful. Okay. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. Where's going to be a good landing spot? Maybe the crater? I like landing in craters. This is a fair... But there's no real flat spot on the Mun anymore, is there? It's very, very much pockmarked with craters and various impacts. As long as we're not moving, we don't have SAS on, though. We're not really draining power. Okay, things are good. How are things looking here? Oh, I guess I could try an EVA report while we're orbiting the Mun. That might give us something different. So we have the review. That's our EVA report from high orbit. Let us EVA. Oh, Jeb, why do you? I think maybe you're hitting your head on that antenna. I can understand that. Makes sense. So let's do an EVA report. High over the Mun, you recorded your observation about the situation. Yes, it is quite the situation, isn't it? Excellent. First time here to do science, to properly do anything on the Mun, other than maybe the Kethane mod, which once I get a little bit of a handle on the science bit, I can't wait to try it with the Kethane mod, because having some resources to be able to gather, and then, you know, when they actually add resources into this game, it's just going to be fantastic. But hey, they've been doing great work with this science. I'm not about to try and get them to rush on anything here. So I think I'm going to have to use a little bit of juice to keep the SAS going while I do a deceleration burn. I hope I have enough fuel to get home. The whole plan is kind of contingent on that, isn't it? And I really should be coming in. I really don't. Whatever. Let's. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We can get closer, and then I'll kill our velocity. And maybe right down. I think that's going to be a fairly flat spot. I hope. I don't know. I don't think I've checked it out ever. Here we go. Slightly higher altitude, I believe. That's what the lighter color here. Let's kill our speed here. And, you know, I'm going to switch that to surface. And we're going to really make this a descent. Oh boy, I hope I have enough fuel. That's 300 meters per second I got to kill. And still try and get home. That is the idea of this, after all. Here we go. Coming down. Maybe just getting it down to 100 meters per second. Ooh. Wow, this is going to be pretty good, I hope. I'm definitely gotten a lot more concerned about the whole fuel situation. Oh yeah, I have the double legs. We don't really need those double legs. I'm going to kill the SAS as well. Can we not right-click on them? Oh, there we go. No, that's the materials bay. Oh, I don't think we can. You can right-click. There we go, raise legs. Oh, I don't have to do it on each individual one. Because, of course, we're not going to be landing with this. Those are the landing legs intended, I hope, to protect it when we re-enter Kerbal, and so that it doesn't smash up on impact, which would then nullify most of our research findings. So that's why I have two sets of lander legs on this little lander. But the real goal is first to be able to land, and then maybe, hopefully, make it back and try and use as little power as possible. So we're at 60. I think we're going to risk a little bit of time acceleration. Oh wow, we're accelerating towards the Mun surface. I really don't know about this. Down to about half our fuel. Where are we at here? Once we hit about 20, I'm going to want to slow it down a bit. And we're going to have to really pay attention now. Let's turn the SAS on. Hopefully we don't drain it. Oh boy. And I think this is at a much higher altitude. I guess I better really think about burning burning off some of this fuel. We're at 8,000 meters. It's gonna turn out to be something like a suicide burn. Just trying to kill. We need to get that descending node right on the compass node, as it were. So we've done pretty good. Not too shabby. So I'm just going to do a little bit of burn and try and kill any lateral movement I may have. I really need to slow us down. The ground appears to be approaching us rather more quickly than I would appreciate. There we go. I really don't know if we have much in the way of the fuel situation, but at this point, it's all about just surviving this landing. Okay, 10 meters per second is kind of our goal speed. I want to be under that when we actually land. And I'm not quite sure where the ground is, what kind of angle. I'm hoping it looks like it should be more or less flat. I think we're at the bottom of a bowl here. Oh, we're coming in pretty fast. A little bit more. Oh. I like pulsing the engine like this because you can... Oh. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, okay, we landed. Sort of. That it was definitely more of a slope than I anticipated. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to... We're certainly not going to be able to launch like this. Do you think we could roll the ship upright? Oh, this is very dangerous. This stuff's going to break. Oh my. Well, at least we can rotate while we still have power. Can, yes, so I'm thinking we should probably try and transmit whatever data we have. I don't see how I'm going to get a recovery out of this. I mean, I can come and pick up Jeb, but if I actually get another lander, I have to bring in a spare pod. Oh, very dangerous. Decisions. Well, let's, we have one more mystery goo container, and it appears to be less dense here. We'll keep that data. We can do a crew report, and he's checking out the situation that we can transmit. Let's transmit that. And we're down to about 320 power. Alright. Well, let's keep the material studies high over Kerbal. Let's EVA. Whoa! Keep getting shot out of that. That was pretty slick, Jeb. Gotta hand it to you. Well done. Well, isn't this amazing? Can we see Kerbal from there? There's Kerbal. Wow. What do you have to say about this? You start to say something dramatic and poignant about the plight of Kerbal kind in this grand universe, only to be cut off by a random radio chatter that the situation is nominal. Ah, excellent. So we're keeping that. We're going to take a surface sample. Oh, it's worth 120. I'm going to keep that. Alright, well, I don't know. I don't know if I can write this. If we, roll down the hill? Is that possible? Without if with RCS, it might have been possible. But we don't know what RCS is at this point. Come on, Jeb. You wanna get in the cockpit. Come on, there we go. Oh, no more jumping, Jeb. Let's try and right your ship here. Apparently, there we go. Ease grabbed, and we can board. I wonder if it'll help. No. Let's just let's try rotating, but not too quickly, so that maybe we can angle. Oh, I'm angling the wrong way. Well, that's okay. If we just reverse direction of the rotation. No, 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 stay. Problems. Okay, what if we retract the gear? Maybe we'll be able to do a little bit more finessing. Oh, I guess let's reset that bay and... no, we have to... Observation module. The Mun's Midlands. The fine dust of the Mun has intermixed with some of the samples. You have sneaking suspicion that they'll never be able to get the lab clean again. Haha. Nice. Okay. Wow. This is not recommended. But one of those batteries really wants to let go. I really can't afford to lose the batteries. I still don't really have an end game, to be perfectly honest, as to how I'm going to write this craft. I wonder if I can use... Yeah. You know what? I almost wish for those old landing legs that flipped over that might really come in handy at this point. I want to get the... If I can get my engines pointing down, then I'm thinking maybe... Just maybe... Oh, what... I don't know if this will work. This is super risky. It's probably going to lead to death, possible dismemberment, and quite possibly hypoxia. You know, from cracking the capsule. Oh, this is so not going to work. Well, let's. Oh, there we go. There we go. Improving our chances. What if we extend our landing legs? No, that's kind of pointing us more into the place I don't want to go. Alright, and if I'm angling up, maybe, just maybe. Oh, no, no, no! Oh! Oh! Yeah, see ya! Well, Jeb. There goes our ticket home. It got airborne. Well, that's a shame. Might as well turn the SAS off. Sorry, Jeb. I guess we're not returning any signs today. We did beam some info back. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to figure out a way to rescue you someday. Oh, Jeb. You're just doing that on purpose now, aren't you? Okay, well, so I got to the Mun. Oh, what just happened there? Something went broken. Hello, everyone. I'm back from a very weird crash. As you saw, I was hopping around with Kerman. He was not even in the capsule. I had to restart the game, and when I came back, this is the trajectory that Jeb is now on. He said, screw this, I'm out of here. Actually, no. I don't even think... There's not... No, Jeb's not even in there. So I guess Jeb obviously has been left on the Mun. So yeah, that happened. I don't really know what to make of it. Obviously a bug of some sort. The only thing really to do at this point is to... We're going to have to just kill this flight. As much as I much prefer doing recoveries. This, I don't know where it's going to go. It ended up in some kind obviously in just some kind of Kerbal orbit. But going pretty damn fast. Weird. So, we're just going to have to terminate that. It's a lost cause. So, that was my adventure to the Mun. The first one. I guess I'm going to have to do another one because we didn't get any science out of that. That was a total bust. I got... Well, wait a minute. I got 77 science that I transmitted back. That just might... Oh, electronics. There it is. 90. Oh, it's with it. Much as I loathe to do like a cheap little science flight to somewhere not very far, it's very tempting. But I think I'm going to try maybe a Minmus. Minmus may even take a little bit less fuel than the Mun, I think, and might be an easier way to go. And we'll get a bunch of different science, and then we'll have photovoltaic panels, the smallest ones, most basic kind, and a different kind of battery, a little bit more power. So we'll watch for it on the next episode when I continue on moderately failing at Kerbal Space Program. I'm Shawn Kenney. Thanks for watching. So long for now.